I thought my pole was underground now the whole way, but there you go. Oh, easy peasy. Pierce Lands tonight, is it? Oh no, it's not Pierce Lands tonight, is it? Uh-huh.
No, it's not. No, it's not Pierce Lyons tonight. It should have been Pierce Lyons tonight because I paid a visit to the beautiful. I mean, it is gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous distillery. Only problem was, Justin, I was supposed to leave you over the SD card, and what I did was I put it in my coat pocket so I wouldn't forget it. Then went out this morning. I forgot my fucking coat.
Don't worry.
So
Don't worry. I nearly came with the wrong one. You see, there's two identical ones here, but I didn't want you not to have something to film. And
no.
can I say? Oh well, listen, we've got a couple of specials coming up.
Yeah, we've got bits and pieces of different things, but I was. It's been a strange weekend, Justin. It's been a strange week, if I'm honest, because I've bounced about all over the place. I was supposed to be going away on a little trip in the morning, but surprise, surprise! Oh, come with me to the rolling sea. So yes, so the ferry got cancelled. That was knocked in the head. So I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. But then we got rescheduled, and we're going to go for a flight next week. So yeah, that I am getting away. I'm vacating the promised land and heading over to our cousins across the sea.
Okay, lovely stuff. So there'll maybe be an Isla special if we can get one together coming up.
There was supposed to be a kind of montage of both, but then we had to sort of split it because I made a balls up. Aye.
But we have a lot to go through tonight with a real good trip to Campbeltown coming up, which is a whiskey region that was nearly gone and forgotten. It was down to 1.5 distilleries, wasn't it, at one point?
Well, I was down to one distillery, really. But me and you have been to Campbeltown. I mean, know what it's like, but I went over again and done a couple of different things this time because it's literally just across the water, but it's kind of hard to get to.
Aye. I noticed you stayed in a 5-star hotel this time rather than a frigging hovel of an Airbnb.
Well, Justin, I don't really have an excuse for that, if I'm totally honest. There's no way around that.
I felt like it was in a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. You know, it was living in a bed set with nothing in it. I know we did dine at the 5-star hotel and the other hotel with the nachos. Oh, they look good. Good.
They're awesome. They're awesome. They are amazing. But yeah, so that we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, I decided to do a bit of luxury rather than slum up with Justin.
All right. Here, listen, we better say hello to some people tonight. Thomas Jones says hello. Remember, if you're watching, always hit comment, like, and share. Tag your friend as well. If you haven't already, subscribe on YouTube. Subscribe. There's Robbie saying hello, even to you. Yeah, Kate and Boland saying hello. Kit Charles has only noticed the hoodie. Look at that. He's noticed the hoodie. Yeah.
I believe there's a couple other people close to Kit might have one of these. I actually, a bit of a mistake. I lifted this to put it on, and Julie said to me earlier on, "You wearing that again this week?" And it only dawned on me I had it on last week. But yeah, I have washed it in between times. So that was just, it was sort of at the top of the pile.
William McClanahan missed us. He thought we were going to be in Alloa this weekend, but we're not, unfortunately.
We're not in Alloa. I hope Graham and Serena had a really nice weekend. Hope everything went well for them, big crowd, all that kind of stuff. But we never made it over this year.
Declan Boyle says hello. Randy Phelps says hello as well. See, a new guy? Have I heard him before? Randy Phelps?
I don't know. I think Randy's tuned in before. I'm not sure.
Christopher Watt, yeah. Hello to you. Darren Fleck as well, said hello. And of course, Sean McClanahan there and Linda Cox.
Lovely Linda.
Is Cox as well. There you go. Aloha. Yeah, well, we'd like to do it live from Hawaii, but the budget won't stretch that far.
Yeah. I'm going to. I might sell this hoodie and a kidney, and then see if we could get the
or a bottle of 44 or something like that. There. Listen, when Amazon sign us up, we'll do it from Hawaii. We'll do it from Hawaii.
If Amazon sign us up, Justin will do it from Hawaii in one of them hula skirts.
Aloha skirts, yeah.
You know, you're doing
I
all this.
would, if Amazon signed me up, I would do it.
I'll be
I
like
would do,
Elvis, live from Hawaii.
I
Remember
would
with
do it in a
Aloha
surfboard
Hawaii?
with a shark chasing me. There we go. There you go.
But no, there's Mr. Mark Watt. We'll talk a wee bit about him later on. I can't get a chat with him tonight because he's vacationing with his kiddies. Yeah, we'll get a chat about him later on. Who knows? He might want to elaborate a little bit. But we'll get talking to him in a few weeks' time.
Right. Good.
But yeah, so I was toiling away today. We were waiting on the storm coming in. It wasn't stormy in Belfast.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I see. I think that square at the back of St Anne's creates a void, and when the wind goes past, it sucks in, sucks out, and goes fast. Because I near it blew off my feet when I got out of my car.
You see, whenever you say if it got blew off your feet, there's a guy up that cathedral quarter bit at the back where the Hart Barn stuff is. It's cobbled, and there's a guy rides a unicycle, but it's electric unicycle.
I've seen it.
And he's scooting about, and he stopped the other day. You know my feeling on growing men on scooters and stuff. You know that I think
what happened to Harley Davidsons. Yeah,
what something has went wrong in the whole thing, right? So guys on like little scooters with shirt and tie and all on, just like, mate, just walk, leave earlier and walk. All right. The guy's on the unicycle, and he stops. He says, "Oh, this thing can do 60 miles an hour, whatever it is." Okay. Oh, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. But you know, the other day I fell off. I said, please let somebody have captured this. 60 miles an hour on a unicycle. He's wearing no helmet or nothing. He's his hands in his jeans.
You'd be dead if you fell off that 60 miles an hour.
He fell off and whacked his chin. Because two people wouldn't get off the pavement for him. So he had to go into the cobbles and boom, down he went. I was like, please, why is nobody recording this? It's a CCTV somewhere.
I know. Bad. What's Leo doing?
Bit of news, Justin. Bit of news. I thought this was hilarious earlier on the week because the Daily Mirror pulled up a story about as Taoiseach, he was giving away lavish gifts, blitz in final year as Taoiseach, cakes and whiskey to GAA tops. Okay. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through all of what he gave out, blah, 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 including the GAA tops, but it highlighted that he gave away 29 bottles of 10-year-old Bushmills. Now, it's a very nice whiskey. It is absolutely very nice. But some people were giving off that he's giving away whiskey from Northern Ireland when there's perfectly good distilleries down south that he should really have been highlighting more. But maybe I figured this out. Because if you pull up the other picture, it says here, the presentation of 29 bottles of Bushmills 10-year-old single malt whiskey last December cost €668.45. Now, quick calculation, not that difficult, that works out at €23.05 a bottle. Now, that to me is pretty decent value for money. I don't know where he was buying it, but that's about half price. Me thinks he might have smuggled it in. You know, bought it on one of the booze cruise ferries that's coming over from France or something. Yeah, €23 a bottle. Hang on, that seems.
Hold on. €23 bottle. That's the price of the basic stuff.
No, down south, the basic stuff's even more expensive than that. So I don't know where he's been buying it. And to be honest, it's when the leader of a nation meets another leader of a nation and whatever. Surely you could do better than a bottle of Bushmills 10. I don't mean that in a bad way, Bushmills, because Bushmills 10 is good whiskey. But surely you would be thinking, you know, up the ante a wee bit. Especially whenever you have to publish it and say, oh, got it for €23 a bottle. Here you go, Joe. Here you go, Joe Biden. Here's a nice bottle. Only paid 23 quid for it. Bargain. Bugger off.
That's mad. That is mad.
It's a bit. But a lot of people were giving off about why. He says that he gave a crystal shamrock bowl was given to US President Joe Biden, and it cost a whole €100.
Seems cheap.
It just seems a bit. Although obviously the president won't get to keep it. Prime Minister of Luxembourg. Have it down here. Luxembourg. He was given 15-year-old Redbreast. Redbreast 15. Again, okay. Could you not have done some of the smaller distilleries, Leo? Instead of stuff you just bought at Tesco's. Do you know what I mean? Let's go into Super Value. I just pick any of the shit off the thing. That'll do. Happy days. There you go, President Biden. Get get some of the Bailach or the go down to Connaught Distillery or some of the other ones that are not as well known.
Maybe help out some of the ones that are in debt.
We'll come to that in a wee minute. Yeah.
William McLaren said the 10-year-old is his favourite.
I'm not saying it's not a great whiskey, but go and get something a bit more obscure. Why would you buy something you can get for €23 bottle? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's very nice whiskey. But it just seems as if, here, guys, we need a present for Biden and the guys are coming around. Do us a favour, nip down and get something out of Tesco's or Super Value. Put a bit of thought into it, Leo. That's like buying somebody a pair of socks. Okay? It doesn't matter. It might be nice socks, but it's just a pair of socks.
That's normally what I get. Socks.
That and Versace white fronts.
Very good. Very good. Listen, there's a lot happening this week. I don't know how you stay on top of all this and do your day jobs and wine and dine your other half, So it's,
I don't know, Justin. We're going to talk about Berry Brothers and Rudd, our friends over in London.
Right. Okay.
Because remember I was over there last year. I told you a Big Joe guy.
Yeah.
The whole place. If you've never
before, we were in the year before, and I went again for you to get something. I think. Yeah.
It's just a fabulous place. It really is. If you haven't been, pop your head in. It really is. It's a bit special. And I'll give you an idea of why. They've opened the spirit shop. So it sits on the corner between St James's Street and Pall Mall. Just across from St James's Palace. They're opening the spirit store. That's the first shop that they've opened since 1698. These guys go back a bit, right?
Right. Okay.
The expertise that they can draw on is phenomenal. They have massive stocks of wine, and they're basically a wine merchant. Now they've moved over into spirits a bit more by opening up a dedicated spirit shop. Opened up this week. They're going to have a tasting room. They have gins and rums and tequila and all this kind of stuff. But they have numbers of whiskies. That'll be a nice place to spend an afternoon.
Looks pretty classy, that.
I would imagine it probably won't be cheap. But then again, best things never are cheap.
They even had a discount aisle, if I remember rightly, that a discount aisle when they were down to the last bottle of things, and the stuff didn't look too bad.
Well, I put it like this, their 10-year-old Cooley that they have as their sort of their Irish whiskey. It's fantastic stuff. Honestly, there's a reason that these guys have been in business since the 17th century. It's because they know what they're doing. They also have a vast stock of stuff and can call on various friends. Their spirit sales are up 42%, which is enormous in a year. So they kind of thought themselves, right, let's dedicate a bit more to the spirits. So they've opened this new shop. I think they've just sort of rejigged the old thing. They haven't taken over half of St James's Street, but it's number 3 St James's Street. So yeah, I look forward to popping my head in there and never go back over because it'll be a nice place, and they'll have nice displays, and the tasting room will be well worth seeing and stuff. So yeah, well worth popping your head in to Berry Brothers and Rudd. I do genuinely love what they do. Another thing, Chinese exports of Scotch to China have jumped up. They're up 165%. Now, China's not a massive buyer of Scotch, so jumping up 165%, not in terms of actual physical bottles, isn't actually a huge amount in that regard. But it shows you that there's more and more interest. We tend to see a few more Chinese guys. We actually have quite a few Chinese people pop their head into this show every once in a while. But over in China, they're beginning to appreciate a bit more Scotch. Hopefully, fingers crossed, then that leads to a bit more of a boom in Irish whiskey as well. But yeah, that would be a really, really nice thing. Really nice. A couple of things coming in there. It's Biden.
Yeah, Biden says he wouldn't know what he's drinking. Give him the cheap stuff. Yeah.
It's cocoa cask.
Yeah.
Malted milk before bedtime for dear old Joe.
And you wouldn't
I was
want
going
to
to call
mix.
him Uncle Joe there, but that was Stalin, wasn't it?
No, it was well, you're not far wrong. And yeah, Russ B commenting on the Dunvilles, you can just see on screen
this
there.
is the single cask. Hang on, I should know this off the top of my head, but I can't remember. Just to be sure, it's the 1326 bottle, single cask Dunville 1326 bottled at 57% ABV, and bloody lovely stuff it is too. I've been going through my collection, and I've topped up my Infinity bottle, which I hadn't touched for a period of time, putting in some sitting up here. This is my Infinity bottle. So bottle whiskies that I have.
Give us a good look at that. Wow.
It's a reason it's in the Balvenie bottle. That's one of the very, very first whiskies I ever, sort of quality bottle of whiskey that I ever really sat down and appreciated. It was bought for me by someone a bit special. And that's my Infinity bottle. I top it up with bottles that have meaning, not necessarily to try and make it anything blend
like
it into
fancy
something.
blend or anything.
Any fancy blend, but I have a little book up there with all the stuff that I have in it. And some people do Infinity bottles where they try and blend it up and they add in more sherry and this and so on. Infinity bottle for me is about memories, because unless you totally drain that bottle, every single time you put something in it, it'll be in it forever. It'll be there forever, ever, a year and a day. Even if it's a tiny, tiny, tiny fraction of what's left, it'll be in there forever. And it's a diary that you can pick up, taste, have a flick through the diary and say, oh, that was that. I remember I got that bottle from such and such. So that holds a lot of meaning, Yeah. I like my Infinity bottles.
Yeah. And you've got plenty of bottles to make them go to infinity and beyond.
But we have the likes of this. There's not a huge amount of this left. So I'll probably, over the next few weeks or months or whatever, end up polishing this off and going on to the next one that I have, because I haven't actually bought anything to drink for a little period of time, because I want to just clear out. I've bottles spread all over the floor and everything. I was like, right, we need to tidy this up. There's no point in buying anything more to get this knocked down a little bit.
I know.
So yeah, this is gorgeous stuff, lovely stuff.
Well, Mark Watts commented on your mention in China there. He says less is being sent into China via Taiwan these days, which skews the figures slightly.
Yeah, well, that earthquake probably broke a lot of bottles, Mark. Not probably, but no, probably
tensions in the region as well. Maybe isn't how.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is that there's lots of stuff going into Russia, but it shouldn't be. It's going through the likes of Turkey and stuff. So the exports of Turkey bounce up probably. It slightly skews it, but I think the Chinese are getting more and more of a taste for scotches. They'll be getting. Not that long ago, I met the guy who's the biggest importer of whiskey into China. I met him and his lovely daughter. His daughter was utterly charming. Her English was totally perfect. And then I found out that he was worth $2.5 billion. It was kind of funny because I'm carrying some stuff over to a car for him and he's holding the door open for me. And I'm like, oh, hiya. Oh, cheers. Thanks very much. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Yeah, he's one of the richest people on the planet, he's in the top 1,000 people, richest people on the planet. But yeah, nice guy he was. His daughter, honestly, she was just charm personified, really, really charming. Her English was perfect, so she acted as a translator. But yeah, that was nice. But yeah, so Chinese up a bit, that's up a bit, etc., etc.
Peter Gabriel saying, glad Murray and Julie enjoyed the Chateau de Ling during the week. Yeah.
Yeah, some pasta was made, little tomato sauce, little focaccia bread, just a focaccia.
I had focaccia
Gotcha.
this morning when you were busy.
I
I went to the sandwich
was,
shop.
was that
That's what I
whenever
had.
is that when I ballsed up and didn't bring the SD card?
Yes, it was. Yeah,
You got a totally wasted journey, except you got a sandwich out of it.
yeah. 10 quid sandwich. It always helps.
Oh no,
Um,
they are nice.
yeah, they are
Yeah,
nice.
well, it's lovely. But
Mark
yeah,
Watts saying it's a huge market. Yes,
mm,
we've done the interview, Mark, with the Nine Rivers distilleries. How many
yeah.
have they got? I don't know. They're built them hell for leather, aren't they? Really, you know.
Oh, there's a couple. Yeah, in China, it's just a huge market. India's the potential in India is unbelievable. We've talked about that umpteen times, but yeah,
There's
no,
trouble at mill at home, but
aye. The flip side of this, now, I don't want to get any of these details wrong because we know that loads of these distilleries popped up, and distilleries basically, unless you've got extremely deep pockets, you're always going to have to run up debt. Um, but a couple of these distilleries has been brought up the last little bit that they've been losing money and that they've been open a while. So they kind of think by now they should be at least heading towards profit. But anyway, first up's the DLD, the Dublin Liberties Distillery. And it reported a loss last year of 3.5 million. Now, they're owned by Quintessential Brands, which is not a massive company, but they've run up 11 million in debt. Again, I suppose it's maybe not that big. They're in the middle of Dublin by the time you get up and running. But I mean, they have been going for a period of time.
and the brand ambassador that she knows her stuff, doesn't she?
Yeah, well,
She
I
knows
mean,
her onions.
no, I mean, there's lots of stuff. I don't go into the figures too much. It's basically the headline figures, and there's obviously it wouldn't be in trouble, but they're still losing money, okay, and they've been open for a period of time. And then you have Slane Castle Distillery. Now it's accumulated losses of 25.7 million, but there's a slight difference. They're owned by Brown Forman. Do you know who Brown Forman is, Justin?
Heard the name before. Heard the
Uh,
name before.
he just didn't know all this stuff. Well, they own a couple of different brands. They own Woodford Reserve, Old Forester, Glendronach, Benriach, Cooper's Craft, and another little one called Jack Daniels. So taking a hit of 25 million, it's not going to budge them too much.
Nothing to them.
But the fact that they still managed to lose, they've been up and running for a long time. You know, that brand Slane has been about for a while. It just, I don't know, maybe with the fact that the secondary market has dropped about 9-10%, these guys are posting losses year after year and accumulating a lot of debt. And I know it kind of goes with the territory, but some of these guys need to be posting profits at some point. You can't just keep losing money year after year. I mean,
No.
Brown Forman will turn that around. That's not going to be a major issue, but it'd be nice to see a bit more positive news coming about. You know,
who knows what's going to happen with the industry? You know, we're not out of the woods yet with post COVID and post Brexit, really, are we?
well, I mean, money's still tight for a lot of people. I know things have sort of come down a bit, inflation's down a bit, and the energy prices are down a bit, and so on and so forth. But I sometimes just look at these guys and I think to myself, you guys bought sourced liquid at way, way above what it should have been. And you're trying to sell this, you ain't going to shift it. They're too expensive. And that's why the likes of Peter there at Hinch, I take my hat off to them because they're bringing out some age statement stuff at affordable prices, quality bits and pieces and stuff that they're bringing out. The core range isn't expensive; it's not extortionate. You can pick up a decent bottle of whiskey for 40 quid. For some people, £40 is actually quite a lot, which it is. But they'll stretch from the sort of 25, 30 to the extra tenner if they think it's going to be worth it or different or whatever. But it's nice that those are still about. But some of those other brands are just not. They're just not hitting the mark. I'll tell you what I did see. My April Fool's prank, where I said that there's a panic buying on what you call it, Middleton 23. It was a total joke, obviously, because there's shitloads of it about. This was in Glasgow Airport. There's tons of it.
Wow.
There's tons of it there. What do you call it? Belfast International. There's a shitload of it there. It's there. We have
Wow.
it. It's down in the Friend at Hand. It's still on. They haven't anywhere near sold out of 2023, and now they're trying to launch the 2024. And it's like, guys, you're just sort of shooting yourselves in the foot. You know, I know you kind of think this should be making you money, but it ain't.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, how many bottles did you say there was of it? It's hardly at what you'd call rare or exclusive levels.
I mean, there's tens of thousands of them. I heard somewhere. I've heard the Middleton very rare. 2023. There was somewhere between. Again, just there it is. Between 40 and 60,000 bottles of it.
Wow.
I mean that's
stretching it.
That's not rare. You know, let's be honest. I know for some of the big guys, it's not a huge way. If you put it beside Jameson, you know, a couple of tens of thousands of bottles, not you. But you're trying to charge mega money. That is mega money for a non-aged statement blend. It's not actually that rare. You haven't actually said, oh, there's 1,000 bottles or 150 bottles. You know. Anyway, it's that's what it is. I'd like to hear a bit more good news rather than just this sort of negative stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what it is.
We're nearly halfway through the show tonight. Remember to comment, like, and share. We're live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, Telegram, Twitch, wherever you get your podcasts from. If you don't see the show on Saturday night, always easiest way to find it is go to YouTube, Irish Whiskey Review, and find us there. And well, there's we've got a special coming up with this guy soon. But what's he been at? They're going hell for the other with this creature stuff.
The Career Project, the Career High School. There's one of them this week. Again, if you don't know what this is, the Career Project, Fionnán O'Connor, just doing amazing things. I mean, I can't. We're so lucky to have him in the Irish whiskey industry, the Irish whiskey sphere. This week it was a people's history of poaching, where he was talking about. You can't really talk about Irish whiskey without talking about poaching. Because no matter what anybody says, that there's no real history of single malt in Irish whiskey. There just isn't. No matter, I mean, he sort of burst a few bubbles when he turns around and he says that Bushmills used to be known for being a peaty whiskey. But if you ask any of the brand ambassadors and stuff, oh no, we've always made single malt. No, guys, you haven't. It goes through this. There's music, Francis Levy doing the thing. And the Career Project's €250 to sign up. You got all of these things for free. You get it all included. There's tastings going on, and there's one in 2 Stacks coming up. There was one in Bowan. At the end of it, you get a book that Fionnán's writing and a bottle of whiskey for €250. It's, if you're interested in the history of whiskey, you have to sign up for this. It's fabulous. It was 2 hours. You're sitting there. He's talking away, having a drink, having a bit of fun, poking fun at him, and Brendan and all came on from Cologne. Just fabulous. Really, really good. I can't highlight enough how good it is. So if you are interested, €250, it's an absolute bargain. Yeah.
We have a 45-minute special coming up with
I'm talking about the future of pot still. Yeah, it's fabulous. But yeah, he's just a guy. We're so lucky to have him. But yeah, I think he's in the States at the minute. I think he went away to America. So yeah, but you should sign up for that. It's well worth signing up for. The bottle of whiskey alone will probably be worth the best part of €250. So anyway,
there's Jarlath commenting on your top. Jarlath, give Audrey one to give to me. I'm only joking. Do you do extra large? Probably not.
Audrey's not that size.
I'm talking about me.
Oh no, you need there's about 2 more X's on top of that. Extra. But Michael, he says he can't get the 2 snacks one because he's got a friend's wedding. He's got it.
Could I use your ticket, Michael? Could I use your ticket?
There's no food at it.
All right, that'll be no good. I'll have to eat beforehand. All right.
Now, celebrity whiskey of the week.
Hold on. You've got. We'll pan back in the camera, and you can do the actions.
Right. I remember watching the thing one time where they actually showed this from the waist down. All right, from the waist down. They showed Irish dancing from the waist. Sorry, from the waist up.
Yeah.
Looked like somebody was having an epileptic fit.
Yeah.
So the Lord of the Dance himself.
Oh my! There he is.
He's bringing out the Dreamer. The Dreamer 5-year-old Irish whiskey. It's coming out. It's going to be 5-year-old, 43% PX Pedro Jimenez bourbon and port finish. Now it's got Noel Sweeney's name on it. Noel Sweeney, formerly of Cooley, and what do you call it, Pars Court. So yeah, he's in collaboration. Flatley must be paying him an absolute fortune. But yeah, so he's bringing out whiskey. The Lord of the Dance, the River Dance, and all that.
Well, you haven't tasted it. It might be all right. It might be all right.
I'm going to say Michael Flatley's input in the whole thing, minimal at best. Minimal at best.
Now, hold on. I mean, we know some people don't drink whiskey that are endorsing it, but I would say Michael Flatley probably does.
I don't think so.
You think
there's no way he's that. There's no way he's that coordinated and drinks a bat of whiskey. there's no way. Sure, did he not set a world record for the number of taps in a dance? He did.
Listen, it's a good show. Listen, if you haven't seen Lord of the Dance, River Dance, any one of those shows, me and Marty have seen them all. They're all worth seeing. They're pretty darn good. They're good. They're good. They are good.
Oh no, they are. They definitely are. But again, it's just another celebrity whiskey. I mean, I had this out with a guy the other day. He was saying about celebrity whiskies and all this kind of stuff. I've tasted a couple of the ones, and some of them aren't good. Some of them are not good. But the one that I actually do take my hat off to is Jerry Armstrong's The Spirit of 82. Because he's actually taking the time to sign them. And Jerry likes a drink. We know that, Justin, don't we? We know that Jerry likes a drink. And he picked that because he said, it's an easy drink of whiskey. It's like 40 quid a bottle and it's all signed. At least he's had some input in it. That's my thing.
Mark watches says he asked Sweetie for dancing.
Yeah, we'd never know. You'd never know, buddy.
You would never know in that case. That's amazing. I know.
Russ. Hey, Russ, it's made for you, Paul. The Lord of the Dance is made of whiskey just for your mum. I thought about that. Or maybe for your good self.
What's that? That's normative determinism. I was in that sandwich shop today, and you know the lovely rumored sandwich, you know, the pastrami sandwich. There was a man coming in, bought it, and he says to the guy, "Why did you buy that?" He says, "Because my son's name's Reuben." Good enough reason is that.
It's a good reason, isn't it? Yeah,
you know,
absolutely.
I bought a turkey, but won't go there with that
answer. You bought, what does he call them? That packet of disgusting stuff you get in the freezer section at Sainsbury's. Mr. Brain's pork faggots.
We got them a mistake once. They're disgusting.
Oh, they're disgusting.
They're disgusting. They're for English people. They're for English. Do never buy them. They're awful.
They just look like mini brain things, you know.
No, I love meatballs. I love meat, but those faggots are terrible. They're awful.
They are. They're just horrendous things. Anyway,
and before we get Zuckerberg, it's the name of a piece of food.
It's like a meatball.
Because you remember the time we talked about the dyke and we got cancelled, but it was the Black Pig's dyke.
It was like down the border between Ulster and whatnot. Anyway, last one is I was in work today in the Friend, and this bottle, I think this is remarkable value for money. It's a 19-year-old Middleton single cask, and there's only 228 bottles of this in its entirety. Bring up a picture of it, Johnson.
Yep, that's it there.
Bring it up full screen.
Mightn't get much larger. There it is.
Well, put it like this, that is distilled in 1999. It doesn't stay on it, but that's a 19-year-old single cask Middleton. 228 bottles of it, and they're almost out of it. So if anybody wants to get themselves, I consider a very cheap single cask Middleton with Brian Nation's signature on it, it's £400 in the friend. There's not going to be many of them left. I sort of had a quick look today. I think there's less than 10 bottles of it left, and it's a beautiful drinking whiskey. Beautiful drinking whiskey, but probably one that you'd want to pick it up at that price. It's a very very, very affordable whiskey, but there are not many of them.
Right. Value of that in 5-10 years time, double.
I wouldn't doubt that for a second. Well, the thing about it is, a pile of ones in today from the four corners of the globe, in the friend, and everybody just going, "Is this place?" They can't. I mean, they genuinely can't believe it. And guys, then you say to them, "Look, the stuff's not available online. You need to come in and buy it." So you're buying into the brand by buying these bottles, and shipped out a couple of the ones, and away they went.
Yeah, lovely stuff. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, there's Linda saying, "Did you not be calling this one very rare?"
Yeah,
probably. Yeah,
yeah, should be.
Yeah, but yeah, it is. There's Ruthless Cannon. There's just tuning in from Tampa Bay, Florida. I've been to Tampa Bay. It's a nice place. Sipping on Wild Turkey 101 in my coffee and smoking Arturo Fuente Hemingway short story.
Yes, proceed to Key West for orders. That's what they used to, no, that's what used to come. That's used to come through in the telegram to my grandfather. There you go. Proceed to Key West for orders. You know. I must. Did I not show you one week the coat hanger stolen from a hotel in Key West?
No.
No, I'll show you another week.
Show us at some other time. But yeah, that's basically my roundup of news for the week. Only other thing, I just had this sitting here. I left this is the Lochlee guys. Remember our friends at Lochlee in Ayrshire?
Yes, yeah.
They've been doing their sort of farming series where they bring out like a seasons one. They're finishing that, so there's an end of that collection. If anybody's picking that, so it's coming in. Really nice wee whiskey. That, I mean, just very, very nice, very drinkable, distinctive taste to it. Yeah, luckily, yeah, doing good things. So yeah, more part of them.
Ruthless Cannon, that's an excellent name. Is that a stage name or a real name? But it's absolutely brilliant.
I'm going to think that it's possibly made up, Justin. I don't know what makes me think that.
Hold on to check equity here and see. There's Peter Galbraith. He had a very excellent tequila on Friday. Very drinkable.
No, you didn't, Peter.
Had Murray drink.
You didn't have me drinking tequila. You had me drinking mezcal. Yes. If you're going to ruin my reputation in the whiskey word, you have to do it with the room factually accurate. No, it was a mezcal. It was bloody lovely little stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Had that down in the Corkscrew, where I bumped into Peter. But yeah, down in Corkscrew in Dublin. So yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Very good. Now, you were lucky enough to fly to Campbelltown in a Twin Otter, which is an aircraft. Yeah.
I've had to fly it, right? I was supposed to be going to Isla in the morning with the storm, right? It's gone. So what we did was we flew over to Glasgow and got the wee plane from Glasgow up to Campbelltown. If you haven't done it, it is absolutely terrific. Just a great. I have to tell you the story about the golfer dude, right? I was at Campbelltown Airport waiting to come home, and the plane, it's not Heathrow Airport. You're not at Charles de Gaulle when you're in Campbelltown, right? So the wee plane, The wee plane arrives down. To pick us up and take us to Glasgow. And there's about 9 people or something waiting on the plane. All checked in. There's no security or nothing like that. It's basically just walk up to get the wee thing and away you go. So we're sitting down. It tells you on the ticket that you are boarding half an hour before the flight. Still going to take half an hour to get 9 people on the little thing, right? But the girls have taken your ticket and all that jazz. So there's this guy walking about with, the check trousers on, pink Pringle jumper and the hat and all, looking like the total golfing prick.
Was it Chevy Chase and Caddy?
It looks like the sort of Chevy Chase dude. That's essentially what he looked like. He looked like Chevy Chase. So he's wandering about, and he's in at the window, and he's just looking up. You see, then he goes back out. He's walking around the car park. And then he goes back and he's looking up again. He's there about 20 minutes, and he's sort of going, "What's he at?" So anyway, that was okay. One of the girls behind the desk, she steps out because now the entire crew of the airport, so the fire brigade, the 2 firemen, the captain and the pilot and the co-pilot, the 2 women behind the desk, they've just been sitting drinking tea at the back, chatting away, right? The whole airport is going to help for a cup of tea. And this prick, he's walking about, eyeing up and down. And the girl says, "Sir, are you all right?" And he goes, "Oh, I'm just waiting on my friend's plane coming in." And she goes, That's the only plane coming in, sir." Huh? And she goes, "There was supposed to be somebody on it, but he didn't turn up, so he just took off and left."
Why did he text you?
So this prick's walking about looking to see if, I don't know, he thought Concorde was coming in or something.
You couldn't bring Concorde in, it's too short a runway. The peninsula isn't even wide enough. Here, Ruthless Cannon is watching us and listening to Waylon and Jennings.
Oh,
she must actually have the captions on, the closed captions, or what we call the subtitles, or the Untertiteln in German, so that, or the correspondence in France, so that they know what we're saying in English. They have to watch the instant translation. What's that there? Sherry Hinch. Oh, very nice.
Hi, Peter. You didn't know I had this, did you? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I have 15-year-old Sherry Cask Hinch for here for me to try. This is the one with the 22-year-old single malt in it. So yeah, 15-year-old plain, 22-year-old single malt. I have tried it before, just as a little thing, but I got a little sample bottle left in for me.
So what are you going to do? Are you going to talk us through this photo montage while I hunt out this coat hanger, and then we'll say goodbye in about 10 minutes' time? Will we?
I fire it on there.
Talk us through this.
Look at the state of me trying to eat. These are haggis nachos. If you ever go to Campbeltown, go down to the pub at the top, the Black Sheep, and get haggis nachos. Haggis nachos sound and look disgusting.
Oh, they're lovely.
Oh, they're out of this world. It's nachos with crumbed haggis over the top, with pepper sauce and melted cheese, warmed up in the oven because the bullet comes out, burn the mouth off you, burn the hand off you. They do create a bit of heartburn now, I have to say. If you're susceptible with a heartburn, that's the thing that'll do it. But they are tasty. They are superb. But yeah, that's me about to eat my haggis nachos.
Yep, here we go.
Fire away.
You can talk over when it plays, if it's going to play.
And there's the pilot with the windscreen wipers off. Nothing like a good cliche there, just that's us actually coming back, you silly thing. Safety touchdown. But that's the wee plane. Takes you from Glasgow Logan Air over into Macrahanish Airport.
Aye, there was no door in that. There was no door into the pilot.
Nothing gets by you. Nothing gets by you. So there's Campbeltown there. for a scene from the sky.
It's a metropolis.
Oh yeah, it's some place. It's a great wee spot. I laughed whenever they put on the windscreen wipers just so they could see where they're going. That's funny.
Look at that there. Twin otter.
The co-pilot says to us, if anybody's too hot or too cold, let us know. It's like, what the fuck are you going to do about it? Open the window. Just funny. So this is the Ardshiel Hotel, and the Ardshiel Hotel restaurant. Beautiful place, lovely selection of whiskey. There's the Watts whiskey. We've been through here for quite quick. Springbank. Stop it. Can you go back a wee second there, Justin?
Well, I can stop it. Yeah.
Right, stop a wee second. This is us in Springbank. Just flashed up there the little sign says Springbank of West Highland Distillery, because at one point when they were doing these sort of things, they didn't actually know what to call it. Campbeltown wasn't its own region; it was in danger of becoming a non-region. So basically, they opened up another distillery. But yeah, now there's loads of this branded stuff. Springbank lip balm for £6.75. But
Yeah.
There you go. That's I bounced back. You bounce back and then bounce straight back past it again.
Cheese board, lip balm,
cheese board, lip balm, things all made from cask.
and
And cream.
You didn't bring me anything.
And then there's these are in the museum section. Springbanks. I mean, the 1919. That's worth a fair penny. Back into the Ardshiel Hotel. This is their whiskey that's all set up.
Extensive collection for.
Oh yeah, really, really nice stuff. Real stuff. This is us in Glengyle, the little distillery we want to tour. So it's the 20th anniversary of Glengyle. And there's our tour guide, Ali, from Peru. Top guy, really, really nice guy. And surprise, he knew Jim from The Friend. He says, I like the big guy with the beard. Again, this is us back into Springbank. Really fashionable stuff. Loads of collectors for Springbank. This is in the washback bar, this bit.
Beautiful. It looks like they've updated the displays in these places from when we were there.
Now, if you look at the price list there, I have to say, for a 21-year-old Springbank, 24 quid. I mean, that's cheap as chips. Let's be honest. It is. The tour that we did wasn't actually in Springbank. We'd done the Glengyle distillery. I gone ahead. I'll tell you about the tour in a minute. So I did a flight in the washback bar.
Beautiful.
Couple of Hazelburn, couple of Springbanks, couple of Longrows. And the flight, I think the flight was £40, something like that. I mean, just incredible. So that's Headley Wright. He ran the place up until last year, where he owned the place, I think. Now this is over into Glen Scotia. Now you see, you've stuck Glen Scotia right in the middle of.
Yep, I told you they weren't necessarily in the right order.
You've bounced around all three distilleries there in a matter of no time, and now you're right at Cadenheads.
Yep.
Right, stop at a wee second. Stop. Right, Glen Scotia have won 2 awards. Best single cask strength. I think Glen Scotia is just amazing. It's just amazing stuff. It really is. What they do is just superb. I love Glen Scotia, I really do. Glengyle's tiny little distillery. They don't make a huge amount. It's basically keep the regional status. And then Glen Scotia is the kind of the behemoth of the whole thing. Yeah, it's the 3 fabulous distilleries. I just see Wilson James in here trying to vlog stuff.
Yeah,
this is a scam. These guys pop in. Who knows where they're from? Don't send them any money. He'll get blocked as soon as this is over. We'll just ban and
Yeah.
block him. And
We
said,
try to stay on top of it, but there you go. There's somebody scenes it whiskey, and you can tell it's spam because they're reaching out to Linda Crocs three times in a row. There you go.
now, into Cadenheads. If you go to Cadenheads, the oldest independent bottler, they kind of have shifted a little bit of focus because whenever you go in, there's lots of gin, there's lots of rum stuff there now, and not as much whiskey now for whatever reason, but they are sort of shifting on a little bit. They're moving on. We're going to hit play.
Yep, that's a nice wee shop round the back streets. Yeah, Old Rads.
Again, there's vodka, gin.
That would go down well in the Indian market. That.
Well, possibly.
And then this.
I laugh at this. The entire Rainforest Alliance,
right?
The entire peninsula is going to join up with Brazil.
Well, global warming will have a rainforest there. It'll be good.
Well, that's if the whole of the entire peninsula was forested, it'd be nice. Cocoa trees and all. That'd be pretty cool. Now, going ahead, if I just found that funny.
This is the 5-star hotel you were staying in. Oh, look at that there. Look at that there. Look at the bar and that. That's fabulous. They had a collection too as well. We met a guy that was into watches, collecting watches. This is where you get the Black Sheep pub. Look at that. Look at that there. Look at that there. Look at that there. Look at the plate. He cleaned it. He didn't even bring me any in a pack, takeaway lunch or anything like that. Look at that.
Awesome stuff. So we're in a fair few bars and stuff. We're into the Feathers bar. There's nice bars,
beautiful
whiskies, decent money for them. Yeah.
And you made it over to Glen Scotia as well, you know.
Just pop your head in and have a look, see what there's in for sale in there.
We have a good interview with the boss of it. I mean, it's a fantastic place.
Ian McAllister's just a genius. I think
Look at that.
Fabulous guy. What he's done for Glen Scotia's out of this world. Just out of this world. I think he's. I can't give him enough plaudits. Glen Scotia have beehives and stuff in around there now. That's back over into the Springbank Warehouse.
Yep. Back down to Glengyle.
And the little distilleries, a really tiny distillery. Now, Ali, our guide, was just a really, really nice guy. He came from Peru because he wanted to work in the whiskey industry. So he went from Peru, where he was a tour guide, guiding people around Machu Picchu and so on and so forth,
right,
all the way over to Campbeltown.
He's like Paddington Bear. They could make a cartoon out of him.
Marmalade sandwiches for him for lunch.
I know, some place. We did them all. There is, but listen, there's more coming to this place. Campbelltown's going to have massive expansion.
Well, as soon as this is over, I'll talk you through a bit of it. Because you can buy a house in Campbeltown for about £60,000-70,000. I don't think in 10 years you'll ever do that. And that's the truth. I think it's a place, Campbeltown's on the up. It really is. As a whisky region, the whisky that they have there is as good as anything anywhere else in Scotland. Springbank, fantastic. Weird Springbank, funky. Hazelburn, triple distilled. Basically, if you like, an Irish style of whisky, if you like. Not that I really hold that much to that sort of stereotype, if you like, but yeah, very light, different style. Long row, peat. Then across the road over into Glen Scotia, as I say, probably my favourite distillery in Scotland. I think it's fabulous stuff. Victoriana's just a remarkably good drink. But yeah, but they'll not be there. They'll not be the only three for much longer, because there is plans afoot. Now, I'm going to say, I don't think I sent you this video, Justin. I'll just send this these 2 videos over to you if I can,
Mm-hmm.
if that's all right, and then we get them uploaded because they are kind of important.
The old spirit safe there. Original investment. I mean, it seems to have been dickied up since what was it, 2 years ago or 18 months ago we were there. It seems to be dickied up since that, I tell you.
Aye. Really, just the whole place is just a fabulous place. It really, I mean, it really is. Bear with me, I see if I can find these videos, because as I say, guys, I made a balls up this week, and I'm going to do something, and you've sort of caught me on the hook.
And then you can see around the environs there. You're in vision now, Marty. Look at that. There.
Look. Now, quick thing.
Look at the harbour. Look at the harbour. Look at the boats in the harbour. There was a warship there when we were there the last time, wasn't there? The invisible warship. Yeah.
Now, to give you an idea, we were at the Glengyle Distillery. Now, the tour of the Glengyle Distillery, you get an hour-long tour. You go in, see the distillery, you get a measure of the new make brought out of the stills. So it's always nice, always a nice thing. Then we go round, you get a choice of a peated or heavily peated long room, whichever tickles your fancy. And then you get a measure and a glass to take with you on your merry way.
50 quid.
12.
12 quid?
£12. That's what it cost. There's only 2 of us on it. I know it gets busier in the summer and all that kind of stuff, but £12 for an hour-long tour, visit a distillery, and 3 measures of spirits. Fabulous money. Guy Ali was really, really good, really nice. New stuff, He says, I'm on a journey of whiskey, and that's why I'm here. I mean, there's people on journeys just trying to find out about whiskey. Don't make a commitment to go halfway around the world to do it. I mean, to come to Campbeltown seems a bit obscure, but yeah.
Haven't helped anyone going by the subtitles. At one point, Marty said he couldn't give somebody enough plaudits, and the subtitle stated he couldn't give them enough toilets.
I'm going to be like the sign language dude at Nelson Mandela's funeral.
I'm making it up as you go along. If we
so
had the time,
to your deaf listeners, I do apologise. There's plenty of toilets in Springbank and Campbeltown. But yeah,
that's funny. William McClan, get in that camper van, get over there.
Steal
a boat.
Fabulous stuff.
You know.
Now, I was saying about it being on the up. I didn't send these photos over to Justin. I meant to send these over. There is 4 new distilleries supposedly be coming to Campbeltown. Springbank are building another one. They're going to bring it's the Springside Distillery.
Right.
They're going to be building it basically in the grounds of Springbank. We've talked about this before. We said the Dalriada one is coming to right down opposite the library and stuff down there. It's going to be down basically on the main down at the waterfront. So that's going to be very, very noticeable. Then you have the Machrihanish Distillery, which is going to be located up here. Now, I'm going to send this to Justin. Now, this is right up beside the airport.
Right.
This is a farm. Now, someone locally told me that they think they've run into a bit of problem with building, so it might be held up a bit, but it's going to be up beside the airport. And Paul McCartney's farm, I think the taxi driver said that he owns 5 farms now over in the Mulligan Tire. Backs onto this. So this is going to be another distillery up there. So that's we're now up to 6. And let me see if I can get it. Out of the plane, I took this photo because that's going to be the Witchburn Distillery.
Wow.
So there's going to be, if everything goes according to plan, 7 distilleries in Campbeltown.
That would take you a week to visit them.
Well, no, put it like this, it's not a big place. You could do 4 of them, or 5 of them on foot in an afternoon because they're so close together.
But you couldn't try. You couldn't try all the flights.
No, you definitely couldn't do that.
You need
But
4 or 5 days to try the flights. You know.
I genuinely think that little place has something special about it. It really does. You saw a picture there for What whiskey. I was in the Ardshiel Hotel. I saw this bottle. It's just what's that? Because they had a few. Normally, when somewhere like that has a few, that's something local.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, Mark, he lives down the street there. Nice guy, does independent bottlings and so on. I said, so happy days. I didn't know there was an independent bottler in Campbeltown. I walked in and I saw the sign outside his house. So I thought I'll give him a wee message, and he got back to me. But unfortunately, he couldn't come on tonight because he's away on visiting. But I see he dropped in there to say hello. He's away traveling with his kids. But yeah, if you've never been to Campbeltown, get yourself over. It's just a wee hop across the water.
The trip's amazing. If you go on the boat and back on the bus, or go on the bus and back on the boat, or even fly, or even drive, it's a fantastic trip.
It is. I mean, going down, I went all 3 ways. I've got the boat across, and if the weather's nice, it's lovely. If the weather's not nice, it's dramatic. It's just a good way about it. The flight, it's the first time I've done the flight. It's a fantastic little thing. Okay, you have a bit of a layover in Glasgow, but by the time you get lunch and a coffee, you kill 2 hours, 3 hours easy enough.
Yes.
Little flight going over, and you come down. It's class. If you drive over, you can literally get a bus in Belfast, go across to Glasgow, jump in a bus, and go all the way down the entire peninsula. I mean, it's cool and a nice day. Stop in Inverary, go get yourself an ice cream and whatnot.
There's Rusby, 7 hours, not a wee hop. Canadians would drive 7 hours for a coffee.
But no, it's if you're coming from, if you don't want to spend the time going down on a nice relaxing down all the way down the entire peninsula, book a wee flight and over, book it in advance. It's not that terribly dear. So yeah, you can get to it. It's fantastic. We'll get a catch up with Mark at some point in the not too distant future. But it's really bright things for the wee place, and it's nice to see it, because at one point there was, I think, 36 distilleries, depending on who you ask. I think there was 36 distilleries in Campbeltown. It was the capital of whiskey. I think it's got a charm to it that none of the rest of the whiskey regions actually do. Isla's very close to it, but it's not the same. I love it. I really do. And get haggis nachos. Awesome.
There you go. Great stuff. Wee bit of a different show this week. We pieced together a photo montage there to bring you bring you a show. But listen, there's great stuff to come, and the rest of the year here on Irish Whiskey Review. Make sure you tell your friends, comment, like, and share, and all the rest.
Aye.
Same time next week, 10 p.m. LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, Twitter, wherever you get your podcasts from. There you go.
All over.
Bye. Bye. Oh, hold on. Frank Aaron says, last time I was in Campbeltown was 45 years ago on my honeymoon. You need to get back again. Ooh. Trevor Watson says, cheers. 7 hours is nothing. There you go. Michael Caldwell says, nice, folks. Kim Bullen, thanks again. No problem. Listen, thanks for tuning in, guys. You make the show. William McLaren, everybody, Linda Cox, thanks very much. Good night. God bless. And, what was I going to say? Yes, I was going to say what we don't have May Day before this. We have you're here next week, and in the next 2 weeks I'm in Poland, I think, something like that. It's getting complicated.
It always is complicated. Yeah. Anyway, right.
Take it easy. Night.
Catch you later, guys.
Bye.